What is happiness to you? It's a question that can elicit a myriad of responses. Is it the warmth of the sun on your face, a good book, a loved one's smile, or perhaps a job well done? The answers are as diverse as we are. You see, happiness is not just an emotion, it's a state of mind, a subjective phenomenon that varies from one individual to another. Just as each of us has a unique set of fingerprints, we also have a unique perception of what brings us joy. For some, it's the simple things in life. For others, it's the thrill of pursuing ambitious goals. But no matter how different our definitions of happiness may be, one thing remains constant: we all seek it. Now let's delve a little deeper. From a scientific perspective, happiness is intrinsically linked to our brain chemistry. You've probably heard of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, right? These are the little chemicals that our brains produce to send messages between nerve cells. When we experience something pleasurable, our brains release a surge of these neurotransmitters, leading to feelings of happiness and satisfaction. But here's where it gets really interesting. Our brains are not just passive receivers of happiness, they are active participants in the process. We can influence our own levels of happiness through our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. This is why practices like mindfulness, gratitude, and positive affirmations can have such a profound impact on our sense of well-being. But it's not all about the brain chemistry. Our relationships, our environment, our physical health, and even our sense of purpose in life all play a crucial role in our pursuit of happiness. So when we talk about happiness, we're not just talking about a momentary feeling of joy or pleasure. We're talking about a complex psychological state that encompasses our emotions, our thoughts, our actions, and our very perception of the world around us. So happiness isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a complex psychological state. How does happiness, or its absence, affect your everyday life? Let's peel back the layers on this thought-provoking question. Happiness, that elusive emotion we all chase, has a profound impact on our daily life. When we're happy, our productivity tends to skyrocket, we're motivated, we're energetic, we're ready to take on the world. Our minds are sharper, our creativity flows freely, and our work shines as a result. But happiness isn't just about getting things done, it's about relationships too. When we're happy, we're more likely to nurture and invest in our relationships. We're more patient, more understanding, more open. Our bonds with others strengthen and deepen. Being happy also makes us healthier. It boosts our immune system, reduces stress, and even adds years to our lives. It's like a magic potion with an all-natural recipe. Just add joy. But what happens when happiness eludes us? When we're unhappy, it's like walking through life with a cloud overhead. Our productivity dwindles. Tasks that once seemed easy become mountains too high to climb. Our relationships suffer too. We may become irritable, withdrawn, or distant, putting a strain on our connections with others. And let's not forget about health. Unhappiness can lead to stress, sleep problems, and a host of other health issues. It's a domino effect and not the fun kind. So you see, happiness isn't just a pleasant feeling. It's a powerful force that shapes our world, our relationships, and ourselves. It's the sunshine that brightens our days, the glue that binds us to others, the fuel that drives us forward. And when it's missing, we feel its absence in every aspect of our lives. But remember, it's okay to have cloudy days. It's okay to feel down sometimes. It's part of being human. The key is to not let those moments define us, but to use them as stepping stones to find our way back to happiness. Happiness, or the lack of it, plays a significant role in shaping our daily experiences. What factors can either boost or rob us of our happiness? Indeed, a question worth pondering. Let's dive into this fascinating world of happiness. The first stop on our journey, lifestyle choices. It's no secret that what we choose to do with our time and how we choose to live our lives play a massive role in our happiness. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep can work wonders for our mood. On the flip side, unhealthy habits like excessive alcohol consumption or a sedentary lifestyle can be happiness thieves, sneaking away with our joy when we aren't looking. Next, we find ourselves in the realm of relationships. The people we surround ourselves with, the quality of these relationships, and the love and support we give and receive from them can significantly boost our happiness. However, toxic relationships can do just the opposite, draining us of our joy and leaving us feeling empty. We then venture into the territory of work-life balance. A satisfying career and a sense of achievement can elevate our happiness to new heights. But beware the beast of overwork. It lurks in the shadows, ready to snatch away our happiness with its claws of stress and burnout. Lastly, we come to personal goals. Having a sense of purpose and working towards meaningful goals can be a powerful happiness booster. Conversely, the lack of a clear direction in life can lead to a sense of stagnation and dissatisfaction, effectively stealing away our happiness. So, how do we manipulate these factors to our advantage? By making mindful choices, nurturing positive relationships, striking a balance between work and personal life, and setting meaningful goals. It's about taking control of these variables and steering them in the direction that brings us the most joy. Understanding these factors can help us navigate our journey towards happiness. With a little self-awareness and some strategic adjustments, we can optimize these elements of our lives to cultivate a state of enduring happiness. So, let's start today, shall we? How does happiness vary across different parts of the world? As we traverse the globe, we find that happiness is both universal and unique. It's a common thread that binds us all, regardless of our geographical location, yet its perception and manifestation vary greatly, shaped by the cultural, economic, and societal nuances of each region. In the vibrant, colorful tapestry of cultures across the world, happiness often takes on unique hues. For instance, in countries like Bhutan, the concept of gross national happiness is deeply ingrained in their societal fabric. Rather than merely focusing on economic growth, Bhutan emphasizes holistic well-being, considering factors like mental health, education, and environmental conservation. This Himalayan kingdom reminds us that happiness is not always about material wealth, but about a balanced and fulfilled life. Contrastingly, in bustling metropolises like New York or Tokyo, happiness may be closely tied to career success and financial stability, reflecting the fast-paced competitive environments. Yet, even within these concrete jungles, the importance of interpersonal relationships and leisure time is increasingly recognized. In many African, Latin American, and South Asian cultures, happiness is deeply rooted in community and family connections. The warmth of shared meals, the rhythm of communal dances, the strength of multi-generational households. These are the threads that weave the fabric of happiness in these societies. Interestingly, economic prosperity doesn't always equate to higher levels of happiness. Some of the happiest countries in the world, according to the World Happiness Report, are not necessarily the wealthiest. Factors such as social support, trust, freedom, and generosity play significant roles in determining happiness levels. However, it's important to remember that happiness is not a one-size-fits-all concept. What brings joy to one individual or society might not hold the same value for another. It's this diversity that makes the pursuit of happiness such an intriguing journey. Happiness is a universal pursuit, yet its perception varies greatly across the globe. What impact does war have on happiness? This question takes us down a path that is, unfortunately, all too familiar for many across the globe. War, a phenomenon as old as civilization itself, has an undeniably profound impact on happiness. It's a disruptor of peace, a bringer of chaos, and a stealer of joy. When conflict arises, it doesn't just impact those directly involved in the warfare. Its effects ripple outwards, touching the lives of families, communities, and even nations far removed from the battlefield. The daily routines we discussed earlier, those seemingly insignificant actions that contribute to our overall happiness, become overshadowed by the grim reality of war. Consider the simple pleasure of a family meal, a moment of connection and joy that fosters happiness. In times of war, such moments become scarce, replaced by uncertainty, fear, and often scarcity. The social fabric that holds communities together, that fosters collective happiness, can be torn apart, leaving individuals isolated and desolate. War also has an impact on our psychological state, a crucial component of our happiness. The constant stress and anxiety associated with conflict can lead to serious mental health issues, including depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. These conditions don't just dampen happiness, they can rob individuals of their ability to experience joy altogether. Furthermore, the economic devastation that often accompanies war can exacerbate these issues, creating a cycle of poverty and despair that is difficult to break. This is a stark contrast to the boosters of happiness we explored earlier, such as financial security and fulfilling work. But amidst this bleak picture, there's a glimmer of hope. Humans are remarkably resilient, and even in the face of war, we strive for happiness. We cling to those moments of joy, however fleeting, as a lifeline, a reminder of better times and a beacon of hope for the future. In the face of war, the pursuit of happiness becomes an even more significant struggle. Yet it's a struggle we are willing to undertake, for the promise of happiness, no matter how distant, is a beacon that guides us through even the darkest of times.